Onua, memwakwa babioba LEARNAKAN So in a previous lesson, we learned the tree names of some food items. If you missed that, it's up here. We also learned some kitchen and eating vocabulary in this particular lesson. We even had a vlog style review lesson entirely in Twi, where I took you to the kitchen and we reviewed the tree names of some items that are found in the kitchen. Again, if you missed that, it's up here. So today I want us to conclude everything by looking at some very important expressions that we tend to use to talk about food and eating. Let's get into it. So for our first expression, if you want to ask someone, are you hungry? You would ask, "Ekomdo." Ekomdo, okay? And if someone asks, "Ekomdo," and you are indeed hungry, then you would answer, "Ane ekomdeme." "Ane ekomdeme," or simply "Ane," since context has been established, okay? So you can answer "Ane" or "Ane ekomdeme." If you are not hungry, you just have to negate the "de" part, and then you have "debi ekomneme." "Debi ekomneme," or simply "debi." If you want to ask, "Are you thirsty?" then you would ask, "Nsukomdo." Nsukomdo. So we just replace ekom, which is hunger, to nsukom, which is thirst. Okay? So nsukomdo. And just as we did with ekomdo, if you are indeed thirsty, then you would respond to this with "Ane nsukomdeme." "Ane nsukomdeme." If you are not thirsty, then you would answer "Debi nsukomneme." "Debi nsukomneme." Okay? If you want to ask, "Have you eaten?" you would ask, "Where did he?" "Where did he?" Okay? "Where did he?" So the didi part is to eat, the intransitive version. So we use this if you are not going to add exactly what it is that you ate. Okay? Else you would use the transitive version, which is D. So where did he? Have you eaten? And to respond to this, you can say "Ane medidi." "Ane medidi." Yes, I have eaten. Or "Debi minidiye." "Debi minidiye." If you want to ask, "What did you eat?" you can ask "Wudi dien." "Wudi dien." So we are using the transitive version of the verb to eat, di, here, because we are asking what it is that you ate, right? So "Wudi dien," what did you eat? And to respond to this, if you ate fufu, you can answer with "Midi fufu." "Midi fufu." If you ate banku, you can answer with "Midi banku." Okay? "Midi banku." You can also ask "Ubedi dien." "Ubedi dien." So the be in the middle is the future tense marker, "will." So "Ubedi dien," what will you eat? All right? "Ubedi dien." You can also include yourself in it, so you can ask "Yebedi dien." "Yebedi dien," what will we eat? Okay? "Yebedi dien." Now, in response to this, you can answer with "Medi fufu." Okay? "Medi fufu," or "Medi banku," or "Medi tuzafi," or "Medi wachi." So let's say you go to the restaurant with your partner and he or she asks what you will eat, "Ubedi dien," you can respond with "Medi fufu." And if someone asks "Yebedi dien," so let's say I'm asking what will we eat this morning, I can ask "Yebedi dien anopei." "Yebedi dien anopei." So anopa is the morning. So anopei, this morning. "Yebedi dien anopei." Now, instead of "Ubedi dien," you can also ask "Ubenum dien." "Ubenum dien." So we have replaced the verb to eat, di, with num, which is to drink. Okay? So "Ubenum dien," what will you drink? Okay? "Ubenum dien." So let's say we are out and I want to ask what you will drink. I can ask "Ubenum dien." Okay? "Ubenum dien." And in response, you can say "Menum nsuo." Okay? "Menum nsuo," or Menom Guinness, okay? Menom Guinness. If you want to ask, are you full? As in, are you satisfied after having eaten? You would ask, Wame? Wame, okay? And to respond to this, you can answer with, Ane, Mame. Ane, Mame, yes, I'm full. Yes, I'm satisfied, okay? Or if you are not, you would answer with, Debbie, me. Debbie, me. So as a response to our previous question, where did he? Have you eaten? You could say, Medidi, nanso, me. Medidi, nanso, me. So I have eaten, but I'm not full, right? So we have combined the two responses. If you are very full, you can say, Mame pa. Mame pa, okay? And if you overeat, you can say, Mame abroso. Mame abroso, okay? Mame abroso. If you want to say, I like fufu or I like wache, you would say, Mepe fufu. Mepe fufu, okay? Or mepe wache. Mepe wache. If you don't like fufu or you don't like wache or any other food for that matter, you would say mempe fufu, mempe fufu, or mempe wache, mempe wache. But beyond you not liking a particular food, there could also be a food that you don't eat at all. Maybe because your whole family doesn't eat that particular food. So if I use myself as an example, in my family, we don't eat snail. Onua, okay? Onua, we don't eat snail. So this is what I came to hear. So all of us, we don't eat snail. Maybe I took some unknowingly, but we don't eat snail. So maybe that, or maybe you noticed very early on that you are allergic to a particular food item, so you don't eat that. So for that, instead of mempe fufu, for example, we would switch the mempe for michiri, okay? Michiri. So michiri nwa in my case, right? Michiri nwa. Some people would say michiri prekonam, and this is the case for a lot of people. So michiri prekonam, okay? Michiri prekonam. Some would say michiri mojanam. Michiri mojanam. Now, talking about mojanam, if you are vegetarian, right? So you don't eat meat, you can say menre mojanam. Menre mojanam. So re here literally means to chew. But when we apply this to meat, re means to eat, all right? To eat. So menre mojanam, I don't eat meat, all right? If you don't eat fish, you could say menre insumunam. Menre insumunam. Now, if you don't eat a particular food, you can say mini fufu, for example, okay? Mini fufu, I don't eat fufu, all right? Mini fufu, or mini banku. Mini banku. So we have negated the D, the transitive version of to eat, to ni, right? Ni, to not eat. If you want to ask someone if he or she finds a particular food delicious, so let's say you've not eaten a particular food before. Let's say you are in Ghana and you've not eaten fufu before, and you want to ask someone if he thinks fufu tastes good, right? Or maybe you are the one who gave the food to the person and you want to find out from the person if he finds it delicious. You can ask ede. Ede. Okay, ede. So de means to taste good. Okay, to taste good. So ede, does it taste good? Or you can ask eduane na ede. Eduane na ede. And in response, if you think the food is delicious, then you can answer with ede. Ede, or ane ede. Yes, it's delicious. Okay, ane ede. You can say edepa, okay? Edepa. It tastes very good, okay? Edepa. If you think it doesn't taste good, then you can answer with enyede. Enyede, okay? Enyede. Enyede kra. Enyede kra. It doesn't taste good at all. An extreme version of this is enkasi. Enkasi. Sin here is from a sin, and a sin is the teeth, okay? So when you say enkasi, literally you are saying it doesn't touch the teeth. So this is an idiom. It means it doesn't taste good at all, one bit, okay? So it's not something that someone should even bother to eat, all right? Enkasi. If the food smells good, you can say aduane ne sham. Aduane ne sham. So yeah, sham means to smell good, okay? So you can apply this even to a person. If you find that someone smells good, you can say uhu sham, okay? Uhu sham. Literally, your body smells good, right? Uhu sham. It is from this sham that we get edusham. Edusham, and edusham is perfume, all right? So aduane ne sham, the food smells good. Let's go to the next one. So if you want to say the food I like best is dot 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 dot, dot, which we have learned in previous lessons, you would say aduane a mepɛ paa ne dot 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 dot. Okay? Aduane a mepɛ paa ne dot 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 dot. So whatever the food that you like best, you just replace this dot 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 with that. Okay? So if you like fufu best, you would say aduane a mepɛ paa ne fufu. Aduane a mepɛ paa ne fufu. You can even add the soup to it. So you can say aduane a mepɛ paa ne fufu ne nkrakra. Aduane a mepɛ paa ne fufu ne nkrakra. If you like waakye best, you would say aduane a mepɛ paa ne waakye. Aduane a mepɛ paa ne waakye. Okay, so whatever your favorite food is, just replace waakye or fufu with that. We have the verb bing. Bing, the full word is actually bene, but we tend to use the bing part, all right? So we have bing, and bing means to be ready in terms of food, right? When you are cooking, right? You know, when you put food on fire, it transitions from an uncooked state to a cooked state, right? And when it gets to that point, when it gets to the cooked state, we say aduane no abeng, okay? Aduane no abeng, right? So let's say you are here and you are waiting for food to be ready, right? Let's say your wife is cooking, or you are cooking for your wife, and the other partner wants to ask if the food is ready. He or she would ask, aduane na beng. Aduane na beng. Is the food ready? Is the food cooked? Okay? And in response, you would say, aduane na beng. Okay? Aduane na beng, or just a beng. Let's go to the next one. We have memma wunsiu. Memma wunsiu. And this is quite common when you visit someone. So when you visit someone, after welcoming you, they would usually ask, memma wunsiu. Do you care for some water? Should I give you some water? Okay? If you are more than one, he or she would ask, memma munsiu. Okay? Memma munsiu. Or yemma munsiu, if he is, offering the water on behalf of himself and other people. Now, if you do care for some water, you would say, oh, ane medase. Okay? Ane medase. But if you don't care for some water, if you are okay, you would say, oh, eye medase. Eye medase. Let's say you are at a restaurant or the chop bar, so our local restaurant, and you are eating, or maybe even at home. Let's say you are seated at the dining, hall, and you are eating, and you find that the salt is not enough for you. You can ask for salt. You can say, mepacho maminchine. Mepacho maminchine, please give me salt. So we have inchine as salt, all right? Or mepacho fanchine no mami, okay? Mepacho fa inchine no mami. So maybe the salt is there and you are asking someone to pass the salt to you. You would say, mepacho fanchine no mami, okay? Mepacho fanchine no mami. Or mepacho menya inchine kakra. Mepacho menya enchine kakra. So we can extend this to talk about you liking or not liking salt and sugar. So if you like salt, you can say mepenchine. Mepenchine, I like salt. Mepenchine pa. Mepenchine pa. Okay? If you don't like salt, you can say mempenchine. Mempe enchine. If you like sugar, you can say mepe esichiri. Mepe esichiri. Kwabna pe esichiri pa. Kwabna pe esichiri pa. Okay? Amampe esichiri. Amampe esichiri. Mempe esichiri kra. If you are currently eating, you can say medidi. Medidi, okay? Medidi. If you are done eating, you can say medidi ewie. Medidi ewie, okay? We said wie means to finish or to complete. If you add this to another verb, you mean you are done doing the action of that verb, okay? So medidi ewie, I am done eating, because didi is to eat. If you are eating your breakfast, you can say medi manopa ediane. Medi manopa ediane. Okay, so anopa ediane is morning food, literally breakfast. Okay, so medi manopa ediane or medi mewie ediane. Medi mewia ediane. So ewia is the afternoon. So ewia ediane is afternoon food, lunch. Okay, medi menyumre ediane. Medi menyumre ediane. So we have enyumre as the evening. So enyumre ediane is evening food, literally. Supper. We have learned that if you are eating and someone is around, or let's say you are eating and then someone walks in, you can invite the person to eat with you. And this is quite common. This is something that Ghanaians do quite a lot. So to invite someone to join you to eat, you can say mensaka. Mensaka, okay? Mensaka. And this literally means my hands have touched, okay? My hands have touched as in food, but we use this to say you are invited, okay? So you are invited to eat with me, all right? So mensaka, if you are doing so on behalf of yourself and other people, let's say it's not just you who is eating, you and someone else or other people are eating, you can say yensaka. Yensaka. So you use this to invite other persons to join you to eat. Now, if you are invited to eat with someone, if you would eat, which is usually not the case, but if you would eat, then you can thank the person with medase and then join the person to eat. But if you wouldn't, then you can say, oh, manonko, okay, manonko, let it go, right? So keep at it, right? Let it go, manonko. Or, oh, didi mame, right? Didi mame, eat for me, right? Sometimes they would say, oh, mensa womb, my hands are in. So it's like, I'm with you. So you can keep eating, but I'm with you, right? Even though I'm not joining physically, but I'm with you. Mensa womb. If you want to say wash your hands, you would say hohoro wonsa. Hohoro wonsa, okay? Hohoro wonsa. If you want to say, oh, give me water to wash my hands, you would say, oh, maminsu hohoro mensa. Maminsu hohoro mensa, all right? Maminsu hohoro mensa. And you can ask for soap to wash your hands. You can say, Mame samina hohoro mensa. Mame samina hohoro mensa. Or menya semina ahohoro mensa. Menya semina ahohoro mensa. Can I get soap to wash my hands?